What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp, got a fun one for y'all today. We're gonna be checking out what I bring with me in my tech bag on the go. These are all the things I bring with me if I'm heading out for the day on a shoot and I still wanna get some work done out of the studio. And thank you to Intel for sponsoring this video and providing me with the new HP Spectre x360. This is from the Project Athena Innovation Program, and it's a completely new line of laptops co-engineered by Intel and HP. We'll be checking out my camera, the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. This is my main B-roll camera on the go. And what I use for hard drive space is from G Drive, a 1TB SSD from their R series. Then is my Anker Powerhouse 200, a 200 watt, 57,600 milliamp hour charger that lets me power my camera all day on the go. And my favorite backpack that carries it all, the Wandrd Peak. So for the HP Spectre, the thing that really caught my eye with this was the mobility. This is from the first batch of laptops from their Project Athena Innovation Program, and they're starting to hit the shelves this holiday season. And they're in a whole new class of their own. So if you're working a lot on the road, a student needing a long-lasting, powerful laptop during the day, you're gonna wanna check this out. The laptop is nice and lightweight, has fantastic battery, and gives me some great flexibility to get some work done quickly out of the studio. The second I boot it up, I can instantly log in with the fingerprint scanner, and it's very responsive as I'm just right to the desktop in a few seconds, letting me get right to work. Handles everything I throw at it too with ease, from rendering video files to handling multiple preview files at once so I can just have all my videos organized and sorted to begin editing. Now I just mentioned battery life. This is rated for up to 9 hours of continued use, so I can literally be out all day using this and it's gonna hold up. In fact, I don't even bring the charger with me when I'm using this out because I just don't need it. I can edit videos all day, write scripts, edit photos, all on here with ease. In terms of my model, this is the 13-inch 1920 by 1080p touchscreen display with the new 10th gen Intel i7 1065G7 CPU. We have 16 gigs of RAM and a terabyte NVMe M.2 SSD inside. But obviously when you're checking these out online, they'll have different spec options that you can configure and pick from. But make sure it has this visual identifier so you know you're getting the new 10th gen laptops, since these models are specifically co-engineered for mobile performance. I think the design here is really clean with the gem cut edges, and the I/O is awesome. We have Thunderbolt 3, a memory card reader, headphone jack, and a reversible USB slot, which is like one of the coolest things ever, so you're not constantly plugging in a flash drive the wrong way. Really like to see this. Now in terms of my camera, the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K, I'll just call it Pocket 6K for short going forward. I've been using Blackmagic cameras since 2015 at this point, primarily the Ursa mini series as my main camera you guys see on the channel, but when I saw this was coming out a few months ago, I knew I had to pick it up and add to my arsenal. The small body here just delivers unrivaled quality and color science, which is going to allow me to work out of the studio with a small form factor camera and continue my usual workflow. The menus are the same, I could set it up exactly like I do my Ursa Mini Pro, so it's really cool to have this just little brother essentially that I can easily take with me when I'm out. And these mainly take CFast 2.0 cards for storage, but they are hella expensive and they're usually available in much lower capacities, and that's where my 1TB R series SSD from G Drive comes in clutch. It plugs right into my camera's USB-C port, and now it's my main memory card for storing files and editing on the go. I could just unplug it right from my camera, plug it right into the laptop's USB-C port, and edit right off there. The SSD is capable of handling all the recording formats, even up to the 6K Blackmagic RAW without dropping any frames, and super fast transfer rates of up to 560 megabytes a second. So this model I have here is $190, but to give you a comparison to a CFast card, they're on average for a 128 gig card, around 280 bucks. So you are pretty much spending nearly double the price for a tenth of the storage pretty much. So G Drive is definitely my main storage option for this camera. Now another downfall you could say to the Pocket 6K is definitely the battery life, and that is where the Anker Powerhouse comes in hand. I can literally power the camera for hours on end. The Powerhouse is usually used as like a power source for when you're camping or say powering your refrigerator during a power outage, so keeping my camera alive is like cake for this. With the over 56,000 milliamp hours and 200 watts, I just plug my camera into it, tuck it into the bottom of my backpack, and I'm set. I'll just have the cable coming out, and it saves me a lot of bulk if you think about it, because having that in my backpack saves me from having to rig up the camera and make it bigger, like putting on a cage, rails, and mounting a battery onto there. I can just have the Powerhouse. I just knocked a cup over, I can put the powerhouse in my backpack and, you know, it's just on my back and it's like a mobile battery essentially with the camera. Doing it this way as well saves me from physically holding the camera in the battery bank if it were on rails in the cage, because that can get heavy. So just having it in the bag is nice to free up what I physically carry. And when I was out this day shooting, I was powering the 6K for 4 hours straight, and it only drained the powerhouse 6%. So very happy this gives that Pocket 6K the boost I need when I'm out filming. Now, because the Spectre X360's battery life is so good, it saves me from having to charge that on the go as well, because even though the powerhouse can charge multiple devices at once, I could use this solely for the camera, and having that all-day battery life from the laptop saves me from any downtime. When I'm traveling, this all fits inside my Peak backpack. The powerhouse, like I said before, sits on the bottom. There's enough room to fit my camera still, plus additional lenses. There's a dedicated laptop sleeve in the back, so I can easily just take this in and out when needed. And I think personally the backpack looks pretty stylish too, you know? Not important, but hey, I dig it. This is the 31-liter version. There's a smaller 21-liter version as well. And they're actually marketed as camera bags, so it does work out in the end. But there is still a ton of room inside here. I probably should have got the 21-liter. So for me, it's a lifesaver to have all this gear with me on the go, essentially continuing my workflow with a condensed version of my studio gear all in my backpack. And I do a lot of stuff that you guys don't even see on the channel. I'll do shoots for companies and make their product videos for them that they can use on their stuff. So it's great that I could just have all this, get work done out of the studio if I need to. And it all starts again with the brand new HP Spectre X360, the newer lineup from their Project Athena innovation program, again with the 10th gen CPUs optimized for mobile performance by Intel, as noted by the Intel identifier. And I will put this, if you want to check it out, in the description down below, as well as all the other gear that I use. I'm sure you're interested in the camera, you know, the battery for that, my actual main battery. I call that a battery. You know what I meant. The G drive SSD for this, but key gear to continue my workflow on the go. And guys, that'll wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And last, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.